earlier. Tony, how does the pitch look?
Well, thanks, Jonathan. This pitch will provide an even pace and bounce with the ball coming on nicely to the bat, so the batsmen should enjoy themselves out there. The bowlers will have to make full use of the new ball if they're to keep the score down, with line and length being absolutely vital.
The captains are out in the middle and are about to toss the coin. Looks like they're going to have a bowl. It definitely makes sense to have a bowl in these conditions. I can't see too many empty seats around the ground. What would you describe as the high point in your career, Tony?
Well, the high point in my career was playing Test cricket. I think as a kid, if you go back all those years to when you were running around in the schoolyard or in the back garden. That's out! He kept his eyes on the ball very well there.
Let's have a look at that from another angle.
He's got him! Great catch. It's important not to miss anything in the field at all.
Let's have a look at the action replay. He's gone without troubling the scores. And from another angle. Hat-trick delivery. Batsman coming back for a second.
He's a good leg.
He's played that beautifully. Great footwork, beautiful shot.
Smashing shot, really magnificent. I'd pay money just to come and see that again.
Edged. Oh, that's a cracking shot.
On a pitch like this, I feel for the bowlers, there really is no margin for error.
It's been a rather expensive over so far. The ball just runs out into the covers. Seven runs scored from the over.
Is that you have to keep your eye on the ball. And I think a lot more players...
Got him! That was right out of the top drawer.
He'll be kicking himself about that dismissal. He really didn't play that ball very well.
Let's have a look at the action replay. Batsman coming back for two. That'll be 4 more.
Great shot, elegant.
Immaculate timing.
Well, the bowler won't like that too much.
That was a profit. 11 conceded from the over. Well, that's a cracking shot. Beautifully timed.
And a cracking shot, that one. He looks in fantastic form.
Smashed for 4.
On a pitch like this, I feel for the bowlers, there really is no margin for error.
Lovely shot. Super shot.
Everything was in the right place there. You feel you raced it down.
Splendid stroke.
Bowler for 4, especially if you manage to get the shot right. But I think that you should try to play the hook and pull shot, because if you perfect it, there are plenty of runs to be made in that area. In fact, I'd go further. There's no point in eliminating any shot. You've got to try it.
Batsman coming back for 2. Yet again, the batsman fails to follow the ball, and he's out.
That was a fairly straightforward catch, but you still need to make sure.
Let's have a look at that again. Beautiful stroke. The ball almost seems to accelerate over this outfield. Can't hold the placement there. 4 runs. Immaculate timing.
He is hanging about, that's for sure.
Great footwork. Beautiful shot. Out. Bowled. That really was a peach of a delivery.
It wasn't there for very long, as his score shows.
Let's have a look at the action replay. And right into the tail now.
It's one of those gathering points for whenever this test match is on.
That's nicely played. That shot will give you an idea of just how fast this outfield is. He used the pace of the outfield perfectly. Perhaps may need some time to recover after that.
They had 4 runs written all over it from the moment it left his hand.
Placed that superbly. The ball just runs out into the covers. Batsman coming back for a second.
Four more. On a pitch like this, I feel for the bowlers, there really is no margin for error.
The fielder hardly had a chance to move. Batsman coming back for 2. 2 runs onto the batsman's total. That's the end of the 15th over. Well, that's a superb shot.
Smashing shot, really magnificent. I'd pay money just to come and see that again.
Batsman coming back for a second.
That's a confident appeal.
What a beautiful stroke.
Well, if you want to show the kids the perfect way to play that shot, there's a fine example.
That was a confident shot. Great timing on the shot. He watched that onto the back perfectly.
Oh, super shot. That was 4 runs and simply.
The crowd really enjoyed that.
No ball.
No ball. Immaculate timing. He looks very pleased. Quite right.
It's been an innings of cloth so far, and he'll be pleased to have reached the landmark.
Let's look at that again. Thin edge. Batsman coming back for 2. Let's take a look at that from another angle. Really quick scoring at the moment. Well, the bowlers are taking a bit of stick out there.
No ball.
Umpire signalling a no ball. What's the umpire going to say about this one? That's out!
I think he realised halfway down that he wasn't going to make it.
Let's have a look at the action replay. Edged. Batsmen are looking for 2. He's scoring at a prolific rate at the moment.
No ball.
That was a sloppy piece of cricket. That's a confident appeal. That's a sensational shot. He smacked that over the top. 4 runs.
That was a fine shot for 4.
The crowd really enjoyed that one. That brings the innings to a close. Great knock. A wonderful innings. It's in the air. Got him. Let's have a look at that again. New batsman in. That's 8 off the over. Very well timed.
On a pitch like this, I feel for the bowlers, there really is no margin for error.
Certainly not hanging around. That's 4 more.
On a pitch like this, I feel for the bowlers, there really is no margin for hook and pull shot, because if you perfect it, there are plenty of runs to be made in that area.
He picked that right off his nose.
Seeing that ball sail over the fence is the worst sight in cricket if you're a bowler.
He was onto that in a flash. Very good timing. That came right out of the meat of the bat.
Well, if you want to show the kids the perfect way to play that shot, there's a fine example.
That shot brought the crowd to their feet. Batsman coming back for 2. He's got him.
Well held by the fielder, that took a long time to get there.
Let's look at that again. Out! No, he's dropped it. Edged. Gone. And from another angle. Nice shot. That's just the kind of shot that makes the fielding captain tear his hair out. Very unlucky. He smashed that many a mile. Got him! Let's take another look at that in replay. Any man in can't afford any lapses in concentration here. And the bowlers are taking a little sticker. Edged. That's a really good shout. Immaculate timing. That's very fortunate, and the bowler will be... The batsman really had no answer to that.
I think he needs to spend a bit more time in the nets to iron out those errors in his game.
Let's take a look at that from another angle. Real concentration required from the new batsman here. Direct hit! That's a big hit. It'll go all the way. He really looked in good nick today.
Ooh, he really laid with that one.
That was a confident shot. Gone. Yet again, the batsman fails to follow the ball, and he's out.
Great catch. It's important not to miss anything in the field at all.
And from another angle. So into the tail now, and these lower order batsmen have got to show some resistance. That might clear the rope. It has.
Well, if you want to show the kids the perfect way to play that shot.
Oh, that's a cracking shot.
He got everything absolutely right there and was rewarded with 6 runs.
That came right off the meat of the bat. That's the end of another over. They can't get it away. That's just the kind of shot that makes the fielding captain with the tear his hair out. Very unlucky. They're appealing. Batsmen are coming back for 2. There's been a move away from use. Confident appeal. The umpire isn't having any of it. The bowler concedes 9 off the over. The bowler look beautifully played.
He's applied himself superbly out there.
Now he needs to get his head down again and aim for the next landmark. That is an erratic delivery. Very well played. That came right out of the meat of the bat.
He got everything absolutely right there and was rewarded with 6 runs.
The crowd enjoyed that shot. Well, that's wonderfully timed.
He plays that shot really well and it brings him a lot of runs.
That nearly joined us in the commentary box. Caught. Yet again, the batsman fails to follow the ball, and he's out.
The captain would have enjoyed that lot.
Let's have a look at the action replay. I'm sure the new batsman will look to play himself in. Batsman coming back for a second. Confident. That's straight up in the air. Straight at the fielder, and that's out. Yet again, the batsman fails to follow the ball, and he's out.
Well, you can see why he bats down the order.
Let's look at that again. That's out. Ball. Let's take a look at that in replay. So into the tail now, and these lower order batsmen have got to show some resistance. Top ball, 5 off the over. Final over about to be bowled. That's beautifully played. The ball coming right out of the middle of the bat. He found the gap with precision.
Oh, super shot. That was 4 runs as soon as he hit it.
Big appeal. Got him! That was straight in front, no doubt about that one. Let's have a look at the action replay. I wonder what Hawkeye made of that. It's all over. That's the last wicket.